Okay, folks. Well, we're waiting for the game to load in. Um, this is going to be a quick setup and test of a bleed build. So, currently, I've said this before, but I believe in the Limgravelocked setup, the most powerful thing you could be doing is bleed buildup, which, is kind of true of any point in the game, I suppose, but um, it's unfortunately still true of Limgravelocked, and since the only status effects you really have access to at this point are just bleed and poison, it's not even a close fight. However, your range of options, in my personal opinion, are pretty limited. Um, so far, I've only been using um, twin bleed spears with blood grease, which gives you 130 bleed buildup on an L1, and a spin slash uchi for the poise break, and you get 80 with blood grease. However, it just came to me that, okay, first of all, I don't know why. There we go. It came to me that great swords might be the best option, and I say that because we can get the bleed greatsword on one hand, and then we can infuse with bloody slash the other. And because the greatswords have high damage in the first place and the L1 setup, as well as decent bleed when infused, right? Because heavier weapons have greater bleed buildup. You can end up doing the most bleed buildup in one attack compared to the other two builds. Although it's a question of whether or not the cost and weight is going to make up for it. So we will equip ourselves down at the bottom with those. I think I'll just grab. Okay, so we will grab the fork greatsword, and I think I'll just grab the Lord Sworns. I'm not sure if it's as good damage as the bastard, but it's light and it can be infused, so we'll do that. And that's the thing, right? The Bloody Slash Ash of War is the only bleed infusion we can get at this point in the game. And the fact that it can be put on great swords is what makes it interesting. Right? So that a big hit on the damage, but we're getting 72 bleed buildup, which is pretty crazy. And I believe both of these weapons can be wielded in one hand for us. If not, we're back to the drawing board. Okay, so we can do that, right? And we got the blood grease somewhere. Right. There we go. This is heavy load, so we are going to have to lighten our load quite a bit. We'll go Exile Greaves and... oh dear. That might not be enough. It appears it is very costly in terms of weight. I mean, we're doing 9 times 2, 18 weight. It's actually as much or more than the Zweihander. But that's a very potent attack. I'm even considering swapping over to the Claw Talisman just because our main shtick is going to be attacking like that. Is it worth swapping the Beast Champion over? Maybe. We could do heavier boots. Oh, this actually gives us better poise. Although, that's actually going to be better, I think. Same poise, and I think our resistance is... Actually, let's check. So right now we're looking at... Ignore the rain, but physical 19, 18, 21, 21. What if we go like this? 19, 17, 21, 21. So, yeah, it looks like going boots is going to be a bit better. All in all, right, not great poise, but it'll have to do. We'll test it out now. We might have to take a break and go farm blade grease in a second, though. Oh, there we go. Oh, I should have... Stamp is decent for the poise regain, or like having an instant of poise and doing burger flips. But I probably should have put quick step on there, actually. Well, that's water under the bridge. Let's go. There's a bleed. As expected, much of the difficulty let's see if we can't get the bear involved. The bear's gone. Looks like he dodged the bleed. Yeah, the stamina costs are ruinous. Unfortunate. Pointing down, that's very rude of you, you over-leveled phantom. But yeah, so we're seeing some of the downsides here. Although, maybe it's just me playing poorly. Lack of poise doesn't help. Probably should have focused the host there. When I found out that the phantom wasn't bleeding out in 2 hits. Because that means, you know, resisting 300 bleeds worth of buildup. It's not a good sign. Even without the grease, we're getting, what, like over 100, right? So, yeah, definitely not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. There. issues aiming. And the bleed buildup is considerably less than I expect. Is it just that spears are that much better? Screwed over by stone. Oh. Not interested in coming down here, huh? This is working out far worse than I expected. Just in terms of bleed. I swear, dude. I'm getting caught by things I the lock-on system is really screwing me. For real, can we... What the hell is going on with the... Find it exceedingly puzzling. It would usually get real good in oh, he does have pretty good robustness in his gear. The lack of poise is really just killing me. Oh. Oops. It's doing a lot less than I expected. It really is doing a lot less than I expected. Because in theory, the blood buildup between the two should equal that of the spears. 72 plus 55, that's already 127. It's slightly under dual bleed spears. Also, just the damage in general is very disappointing. Maybe I am getting... I don't think I am getting bleeds, though. Like 100 damage for that? I don't know, man. Seems kind of sus. I wonder if there's some kind of modifier at play. Like, if there is that's making L1s worse, you know, all the better for the game, but is it just that much easier to phantom hit on spears? That the base damage of the weapon doesn't matter? Or is it... It might just be a matter of missing way too many attacks. Maybe I need a different Ash of War as well. Could be. Could be. Lowering our weight even further since we're already this low, and changing to the jump attack talisman might also help. In fact, let's try that right now. If we do that, how much lighter do we need to go? Extremely light. Not a huge fan of that, since that means we're getting outpoised by literally everything, but we'll survive. Just don't get hit by that thing. Oh, looks like we got poison. Running through my veins. It's no use, Spartacus. You're already caught within my web. Maybe. Poor guy, though. Maybe I should just drop him a bolus. I think not. A cowardly surprise attack. Worth it, though. And look at the level that Phantom was. Oh, that's what I need to be doing. I need to be utilizing the one-handed moveset more. Oh, he got me. Dude, the jump ball ones are a little rough. Yeah, good one, Spartacus. You can backstab people now in this game. But also, what were you doing there with that Phantom? I don't feel bad about killing the Phantom, not a bit. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. But I'm not actually gonna go get the runes. I'm lazy. So I think the bonus damage from Claw Talisman there helped a lot. Probably should have thrown on the boost. Oh, that's right. You can also put on the Archery Favor. How much does it raise? 3 weight. 7 stamina. 30 health. You know, there might be setups where I want that. It's unfortunate that issues with the jump attacks. I don't do L1s very often usually. The lock-on's playing havoc with me half the time. You know what that means? I'm bad at the game. I'd assume mage. Sorry for the litany of buffs, buddy. I'm going for you. Gotta be at least. There we go. Now we're talking. Had to have a couple dogs with me, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. Oh. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Ooh, you're real scary, mate. What the fudge? At least the seppuku buff's gone now. There we go. Okay. Later, Rex. No mercy. You've summoned too many overleveled phantoms. Spamming status. No forgiveness. In fact, I'm going out of my way. I'm gonna fucking clap at you. Good job. Good job. Disgusting. Disgusting. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm running bleed, but like, look, this is the most honest bleed build you can do. Well, I don't know. For some definition of honest and bleed build. This is the most honest bleed build you can do. And that was legit earning those runes. 20,000 from two fellers. I'm actually going to use those runes. I'm going to use those runes, my friend. Give them to me. So, my verdict on this, is it a viable bleed build? I'd say further testing is required, but maybe in the hands of a skilled operator, it can do some damage. That said, I don't know how much of that was the bleed and how much of that was just... Well, no, the bleed did help. The bleed did help, but I almost feel like just doing regular damage would have been better. We can always sell this back. Yeah. So I guess that's an affirmative for bleed build. This setup. It's definitely a use for this thing. Might have to test with a different Ash of War on this, but it gives us a use for that, which is more than could be said of what was previously the case. Because the Fourth Greatsword by itself is kind of crap. I gotta be honest, it doesn't do much. Its AR is bad, the bleed buildup is too slow. I get a pretty crappy ash, I suppose, when I was testing it before, but its AR is nothing good. It's outclassed in almost every way by the Flamberge, although of course we can't obtain that in this Limgravelocked character. Nonetheless, I am happy to have discovered some use for it. Which is as a part of a bleed build and a blood goose carrier. I did consider doing that before, but I figured, well, you know, you don't. You're better off using other bleed application tools if you're just going for bleed, like a katana, like the spears, especially the spears. But in this case, we're getting actual bleed burst out of it, and actually landing a couple jumping L1s with the jump tals or the claw talisman. Formidable. So, yeah, I'd say that one. There's utility here. Now the downside is our poise becomes non-existent. So I'm still not fond of the setup, I will say. It's not great, but it's usable in some situations. It's usable for what we came here to do, which is have a bleed build. So, yeah, I'd say that's a success. Oh, there's also, I'm sorry, there's a fourth bleed weapon, the hook claws, right? That with some grease. You're looking at, right, 80 blood loss buildup on a very fast attack. Throw Endure on there. You have to face someone who's a little on the slow side, picking up what to do to really get the full use out of it. But yeah, that's a use. Yeah, tally ho, I guess. I don't think I'll do much more invading tonight. Bastard Sword, by the way, is here because I like it as a carrier of Warcry when I'm slapping on a great sword instead of a halberd. Although currently we're not doing that. Yeah, maybe we could do. Oh, right. And the Graveside is also a bleed carrier. How could I forget? Heck, even the Morning Star is a bleed carrier. Although Grand Slam is not a. We don't do that here, folks. Should have Wild Strikes back on there, I think. So yeah, there are plenty of bleed weapons, and the fact that, although some of them are much better than others, right? I will say, Spin Slash Uchi is legitimately good, for obvious reasons. Great Scythe is much more for taking care of shields. Speaking of which, maybe I should duplicate Determination just so I can slap on the Grave Scythe for shield users. Thoughts to think about. Kind of want to... Actually, there is one more thing I want to try testing out. Something completely different, in fact. And somewhat humorous. There's another weapon. I haven't actually tested. That is... Actually, I haven't even obtained it on this file. I've been putting it off because I don't want to advance the quest line, but I don't have to advance the quest line to go do this, so let's go get the Grafted Blade Greatsword. And the reason why I'm thinking about this is, although it's in many ways greatly inferior to a lot of our other tools, it has one marked advantage. right? Or a lot of other tools. Sorry, I just went on autopilot. What I mean to say is, although it's worse than the Zweihander in terms of range, in terms of not being able to change the ash, in terms of carry weight, it does have one advantage of getting us a freaking Godric rune's worth of stats. And that's got to count for something. And we can use it if we drink the Strength Physic. So let's go obtain this real fast. We'll just trade for the end. Okay, there we go. Barely any runes. A pittance even. Alright, so we'll put that on there. Right. We're on heavy load. However, here's the thing, right? We might not be. If we can use the weapon art. This is going to lock us out of casting spells, right? But for 3 minutes, medium roll. Oh yeah, we talking now. We got pretty good. Yeah, we got beefed up defenses. And we can go upgrade this weapon as well to a +1. Is this good? I don't think it is, but it is a funny meme. So let's try it out. +1 gives us some stats. How much is it now? 273? Wow, this garbage. It's actually worthless. But it's funny. Also, how heavy can we go? That's too heavy. I'll just stick it on there. We'll just give it a little funny invasion. Just a little. Just a little joke. See if there's any use to the defenses we get, or should we just wear heavy armor? The 1.5 sets we get. Oh. Oh, interesting. I went for the crutch poke. Come on, Shadyville. That's Tango. this guy. Ho! Is that guy max level? I know what he is though. He's freaking AFK. Oh, we went the wrong way. We're soon running out of time. This weapon won't last for long. And that guy's making good time. Holy crap. Goodbye, Shadyville. So yeah, no wonder I was doing so little damage on a charged R2. The guy was... Sorry. I mean, there's not a lot of bragging to be done there. The guy was literally AFK, but I can't deny that I find it hilarious that I made out like a bandit there. All right, folks. I think that's enough of the stream today. But until next time, adios.